You're listening to the Capital Extra Breakfast Show with your babes. It's Yinka and Shayna Marie. As promised, we are not alone this morning. We are joined by man of the moment and your third time on this show, so you're definitely part of the family. It's Chunkz.
What's up, my peoples? What's up? I've been on there, hello, innit?
I know. But you know what it is, though? Yeah, it's fine, because a lot of the time when we have to interview people a lot, they're not fun like you. But you're fun, so it's fine.
So you can come back all the time.
I'm here. I'm ready. You know what I mean? I love coming here. I love talking to you guys. So I enjoy it. I appreciate you guys.
How have you been so far? How's your year been? I mean, what, 1 month down? Been all right?
2021? Yeah, I can't complain, man. I'm just making sure that I just stay happy. You know what I mean? Because obviously we're in a weird situation right now. Everyone's just in their houses. I hope everyone stays safe. And yeah, I can't complain, man. I'm good. I'm alive. So yeah, everything's good still. But what are you guys?
We're cool.
Yeah,
Same,
right.
really. Shayna and I have to broadcast from different studios, and we're not actually allowed to be in the same room. I'm vulnerable for the virus and stuff, but we're happy to be able to keep people company in the morning. And I feel like for you, you're someone who definitely spreads joy, and be it watching you on YouTube or on TV or just following you online does make people feel better. How do you draw happiness into yourself, because you give it to so many people?
Good question, to be fair. Wow, got me like that.
No, but I wonder, because you're so joyful that I wonder how you get what's the fuel?
To be fair, it's just like, because obviously I live with loads of my friends, so just like conversation with my friends and just making sure that everyone's mental stays good. So like we always just check up on each other, and it's not only just having fun, it's about generally sitting down with people and saying like, how are you feeling, why are you feeling this way, etc. So I don't know, I just try to stay positive, to be honest. I don't really think about it, because I think once you start to overthink, that's when it goes left. You know
Definitely.
what I mean? So I don't know, I just try and stay positive. But it's a good question, to be fair. I don't really know what makes me stay positive.
When you come on the show next week, we'll ask you again.
Well, there you go. I'll probably be here next week. Don't worry about it.
Actually, a quick one before we get stuck into everything. Yeah, an unlikely fan of yours is Shayna's mum. She drives past your house all the time, saying it's where she's going to live one day, and she calls you Chunk.
No way.
Big man thing, yeah. She has been obsessed with where you live for like a minute now. She's like, that's my future house. I'm gonna live there. Came across your YouTube like from her like nephews, and she was like, hey, that's my house. I said, no, mum, that's Chunkz' house. She's like, no, that's my house. So now she's a fan of yours because you live in her house.
She's probably only going to see this video because he's in it.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no. Tell you about me, guys. She can move in, man. I'll move that older man, and she can live in the
take her off my hands.
Thank you.
That's crazy, man. That's mad.
Okay, so it is Children's Mental Health Week right now, and you're chatting to us about your campaign you're on called Don't Do It Alone. Is that right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes,
what is it all about?
So it's just about the actual concept in itself is like having, you know how people do some weird things by themselves, and it's just like, it's their little own thing. So for example, let that be singing, like screaming in the shower, like having fun singing and stuff. My thing was, I said that I like to act out scenes in films just by myself in my own room and stuff. So it's like everyone's allowed to do what they want and have fun by themselves, kind of thing. But when it comes to like dealing with your mental like health and your mental well-being, that's things that you shouldn't be actually dealing with yourself. So it's kind of like use the people around you, use help, and use truth in itself to actually try and get help for your mental. So it was just about like, don't do it alone, in terms of don't deal with your mental health by yourself, but you can actually have fun and stuff by yourself. So yeah, it's just kind of like differentiating what you should be doing by yourself and what you shouldn't.
I think that's so clever in terms of a campaign, though, because yes, we all have potentially weird behaviour that we get up to on our lonesomes. For me, it is chocolate spread and peanut butter sandwiches. I eat them on a regular when I'm alone. But when it comes, hey, this is a safe space. But when it comes to dealing with things that are a bit more serious, it's so important to know where the line is and know where you can reach out. Did you have any battles with your mental health when you were younger?
Yeah, mostly to be fair, like the last year, well, not the last year, as in 2019, early 2020, it was just more, I don't know, I was happy, like I felt like I was happy, but then there was time I was just be sitting on my bed, just like not wanting to speak to them. I think it was more like mood swings, and I had no like reason for it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to feel like brazen up, because it was kind of like, well, I'm Chunkz, I should be happy with my life, how it's going and stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, I don't want to feel like I'm unappreciative of like what everything that's been happening kind of thing. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep it to myself and bottle it up because I don't want people to think, why are you upset? You know what I mean? And I don't even know the answer myself. So it was a weird one. It's a very weird one. But I think it's just like when you have your family and friends around you, it's kind of like you can speak about anything and then they'll be there to help you kind of thing. So definitely. It's just at times it just goes up and down. But I just try and, like I said, I just try and stay positive because it's life. You know what I mean? It happens.
You mentioned that you live in a household with, like, many of your friends. You can have conversations and see how everyone's doing at any time. How important do you think it is to keep checking in with your friends if you don't live together, if you're not always in constant contact?
100%, because like there's times where like we speak a lot about just mental and how everyone's feeling. So it's kind of like if we get to speak about like maybe twice, 3 times a week or something, it's like think about your friend that you haven't checked up on for like a month or 2 months, or like, you know what I mean? It's like how many things have they been going through within the last 2 months? It's like there's times where like I'll message a friend or they'll message me, we haven't spoken like a month, and I'm like, what's been going on? And he just tells me loads of new things. I'm just like, wow, like a lot has happened, you know what I mean? So it can literally be in a matter of minutes, a matter of days. So it's very important to check up with friends because like a lot can change very quickly. So, and especially in the situation we're in, this current pandemic, like people are losing jobs and people on mental health is just deteriorating as time goes by. So it's kind of like it's even more so important now to check up on your peoples. Definitely.
I think it's so important to have someone like yourself who is really visible, being so open about your experiences with your own mental health, because like we said when we first got on the call with you, you're such a beacon of joy, and I feel like so many people will switch you on and they'll be so happy to see you, but you are a human being and you have ups and downs, and being honest and doing this campaign for Children's Mental Health Week, I think that it will, of course, reach a lot of people, but maybe even touch way more people than you realise, because knowing that your fave also struggles it can be motivation for somebody to get help.
Yeah. No, exactly. Hit the nail on the head. And it's crazy that I literally didn't even think about myself in terms of how I get my happiness, because I was thinking, bro, you guys hit me with that. I'm thinking, how do I even do that? Because I think I just push it to the side quite a bit. So it's kind of like, it's that in itself is a conversation I need to have today with my people. It's like, right, what do we actually do? Like, you know what I mean? So I do appreciate that as well. But yeah, it's life as well, man. Just have to keep it moving.
I think sometimes, especially in the jobs that like we do, obviously you're a lot more forward facing than we are, but it's very like give and happy, and then like you forget that you kind of need to give yourself a little.
Yeah,
like,
you got to fill in the cup. Yeah.
So yeah, it will
exactly
that. So the don't do it alone campaign is focusing on things, having conversations that are important about mental health, but also recognizing the things that you can do on your own. So like Yinka, chocolate spread and peanut butter.
It
sandwich.
bangs with a cheese and onion crisp.
Whoa. That is wild.
Fair play.
It's delicious.
Chunkz, we saw you like cutting your eyelashes in secret. Is that your beauty secret?
That's my little thing. I'll be real with you. Every time like I see like I meet just random, everyone will always be like, "Why do you have like such long lashes? Oh, it's not fair, whatever." So I was thinking, all right, so what do I do with long lashes? I remember one time back in the days, I'm at my mum's house, and my sisters just used to. I used to just love chilling with my sisters, innit? And they ended up like just playing, like just messing about with me basically. And wanted to be like doing manicures, pedicures, or fixing my eyes and stuff. So I just used to let them do anything kind of thing. But the eyelash one, I kind of liked. I can't lie. I like the way it used to just graze on my upper eyelid. So
it feels pleasant, doesn't it?
Wrong with this one. Yeah, it feels nice. So I used to do that a couple of times, and then I haven't done it in years. But I might have to throw it back and see what I'm saying. That feels.
You do, but you do have an impressive pair of lashes, though. They're kind of a bit mesmerising.
Yeah.
Wow.
The way you flutter them, babes, honestly. I'm like, come through. Oh. Don't hurt nobody.
Yeah, don't worry, it's just me by myself.
Shayna, what do you do alone?
I think
when I finally leave you alone for an hour a day.
I think it's the dancing for me.
Oh, like, Shayna's trying to learn how to shake her bum.
I'm trying to learn how to do many a thing. So I be in my room for hours on end playing the City Girls and having a little.
Yes.
I'm not getting very far though, but we try.
No, don't worry, man. It's about start trying. It's about
God loves a trial.
There you go.
So Chunkz, kids are definitely dealing with a lot right now, not seeing friends, not going to school. And, you got the family situations as well, with parents potentially being on furlough or losing their jobs. What would you say to a young person who is out there now listening what could they do?
To stay like positive, stay like
Yeah.
good up. And to be fair, for me, it's like it's always just trying out new hobbies. You know, that's one thing that I realized that passes time through being in lockdown, because obviously we're all in the same situation. So I've just taken up some new hobbies. I bought a table tennis table the other day. Just been playing table tennis with me and my friends. Been trying to cook, which is a mess. I'm gonna just leave that. I think I'm gonna just.
What's a dish? Tell us a dish.
Yeah, go on.
Are you cooking pasta and gravy? Be honest.
No, goodness gracious, never. It's like, do you know what it is? It's like one of my friends that live with us, like, is a good chef. So I just been watching him on the slide. Just been like, what you been doing? Like, I see you add stuff. Like, what does that do? Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like sitting down and or standing up and trying to cook. So that's been fun. I can't lie, it's been horrible and funny. It's just things to pass time and things where you don't just sit down and just deep life, you know what I mean? Because I think that's sometimes the wrong thing to do, because it just goes negative sometimes. It might with me anyway. Like, I'll just be thinking positive, one little bad thing, and then boom, I'm thinking bad stuff. So I think just to try and keep myself occupied, that is a thing that I'll definitely recommend. And just trying to stay positive. I know it's much easier said than done, but you know what I mean? There's going to be times where you're feeling bad, but just try and feel good, basically.
I think that the new hobby thing is definitely something that a lot of people could benefit from, because I do think, especially nowadays with everything being up in the air and the world feeling like it's on fire a bit, you can sit there and just get stuck in your own brain. So distracting yourself from things that are out of your control is really good. Like, I started knitting. It's not great. It's not great. But you know what? We're going to get a hat at the end of this.
Yeah, maybe like a little baby hat.
Yeah, you're going to wear it, so I don't know why you're doing that.
On this big head? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, Chunkz, thank you so much for joining us on the Capital Extra Breakfast Show. It's always a pleasure catching up with you, and your campaign, Don't Do It Alone, for Children's Mental Health Week is absolutely wicked. So thank you for spending the time.
Thank you very much, you guys. Appreciate it.